Kim,
Yes.
you're living in that tent
Yes, I am.
with your cat.
Yep. Sylvester.
And tell me about homelessness in Grants Pass and living in a tent.
Well, you gotta go get your water. You gotta have a place to plug in your phone, and it's not so easy to do all those things. And plus, you have to cook, and you have to find ways to do your daily habits of cooking and eating and all that stuff. It's a lot of work to put everything together.
People don't realize, they think homeless people are lazy, but you don't get a day off.
No, you don't.
You've got to go hunt water every day.
You gotta get water, and you gotta find a place to plug in your phone. You gotta figure out what you're eating for the next day. At the end of the month, when nobody has no food or money, it gets real tight with food, and it makes it really difficult. It's not easy to do.
Now, how long have you been out here?
About a year.
And you were out here even in the winter?
Yes, and winter wasn't good for me. I got bronchitis twice in a row, so it made me pretty sick. And no heat.
Oh my gosh.
And pretty cold.
Right.
Even the cat crawled underneath the covers with me. He was cold too.
Now, tomorrow you're moving.
Yes.
And you move quite frequently.
Yes.
Everybody here does.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday you have to move to a new park.
Yes.
Do you know what park you're going to?
Fruitdale.
Yeah.
Fruitdale.
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
Yeah.
What's it feel like having to move because you're forced to move?
It's a pain in the butt, to tell you the truth. I mean, I'm getting tired every week. You have to move. It's a lot of work moving and putting things up, down, and putting your tent down and putting everything away. It's a real pain in the butt every week.
It doesn't help you at all. In fact, it's
tiring. I can tell you that.
It's psychological warfare.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Now, you were in the documentary that we did. I'll link to that below. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you told us that you got behind on property taxes.
Correct.
And that's how you ended up outside.
Yes.
And then it just all snowballed.
Yeah, it snowballed from there. My boyfriend didn't want to pay property tax, so this is where I'm at now. And he's in a rehabilitation place learning how to use his new legs.
Oh, he lost his legs?
Yes, during the time before we had to move, unfortunately, yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was the nurse for about 3.5 years. It was not so pleasant.
Wow. So sorry.
Yeah.
But that means you're out here alone.
Correct, I am.
As a woman, as a senior.
Yes.
Life shouldn't be like this.
No, it shouldn't. It's very difficult. Day-to-day basis, it's not so easy.
Yeah. And there's no real support here. There's a shelter, but it forces...
The shelters forces people that have animals, they don't want to go stay there.
Right, that's a big issue.
And it's an issue like you're being in jail. You can't go anywhere unless you've got a job or you've got a doctor excuse, and it's like being locked up.
And they force you into religious programming.
Yes, correct.
Which is not...
everybody's thing.
It's not everybody's thing, and it's not even Jesus' thing. It's coercing
you can pray to Jesus any day, every day.
Yeah, coercing vulnerable people into religious programming is wrong.
Right. It's very wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that leaves going park to park.
Correct.
I call it musical parks. It's like, okay, this week I'm here and this week I'm there.
Yeah, it is musical parks, and there's sometimes you have good days and bad days, but you got other people that are not so pleasant to be around either.
Yeah.
So it's unpleasant sometimes.
And if there was housing where you could go in with Sylvester, your cat, you'd get off the streets.
Absolutely.
And you're partially blind, if I remember.
I'm blind in one eye. Yes,
and so you're not able to work.
No.
And housing would solve your homelessness. And
yes, it would.
The only way to get rid of these encampments is housing.
Correct. Yeah.
But instead, they just push you park to park.
Yeah, and we're struggling every day. And I'm struggling right now just looking for housing for myself as well.
Yeah.
And it's not so easy because the limited income is really tight.
And you've applied for disability, and if you get it, hopefully,
That'll help with what I am getting and my retirement money, but it's not enough to
yeah.
live on.
And you just got retirement money.
Yes, I did.
right. It was just when you applied for disability, they did a
Correct.
search, and
And
now
that popped up on the screen. It said I had retirement.
Right.
So hands down, I got that, but I applied for disability, but I'm just waiting on that.
and then hopefully that will get you off the street.
That'll
But
help a lot. It'll make a big difference. It's not easy to live out here. I've had no funds, have nothing.
Yeah.
And I've had to either figure out where I can get my dish soap or, toilet paper. Sometimes, they run out of toilet paper in that outhouse, and that's a pain in the butt. It's really just hurting when you walk up there to go to the bathroom. There's no toilet paper, and it runs out quite often.
yeah, they were talking about it this morning, how the toilet paper is missing.
Yes. And it's frustrating for us that need to use it, and there's no toilet paper.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's frustrating. Very frustrating.
And the public's going to say, well, you're out here by choice, but you're not.
No, absolutely not. Everybody's got a different story. I can tell you mine's different, and other people have other reasons why they're out here, and it's not in their hands always, you know. Unfortunately, it's not in everybody's hands why they're out here.
Well, what I say is if homelessness was a punishment for bad choices, we'd all be homeless.
Yeah. I mean, we're only a paycheck away,
Even if you had a paycheck.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
All right. Thank you. And you have a good day.